AM 1380 WLRM, Blues, Southern Soul, and more. Just talk to me with Greg Peters. And I tell you what, it's time now for entertainment news with Kia Robinson, and she's got a lot to say today. How you doing, Kia?
Hello, Greg Peters. Happy Wednesday. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Doing great on this Wednesday afternoon. Everything's going all right. A lot of rain.
Oh, you sound so happy. A lot of rain. I don't think it's ever going to stop. 40 days and 40 nights. We'll see how long. I don't think we're supposed to have this much rain in the wintertime. Whatever happened to spring?
Well, you know, that's around the corner, so I guess, you know, the rain is getting ready for the April flowers, I guess.
I guess so. This happened last year, too. I don't know if you remember, but I remember thinking this was an awful lot of rain for the wintertime, and so I guess this is just how it's going to be with climate change and everything that's going on. I don't know what's happening.
Climate change, but hey, I mean, you know, we'll have some Sunshine Sunday, so you know, so you know, Church Day is going to be a nice day, so we something to look forward to for some sunshine.
Oh, that'll be exciting. I'll be in Atlanta this weekend, visiting my husband and having a good time. And I think I'm going to be look out for me on Friday night. I have a friend in Atlanta. And I think we're going to be doing a Facebook Live talking about some things. I never go live because I'm like, you know, what if I sneeze or do anything? You know, if anything happens, the building falls on me and I'm looking crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and do a Facebook Live.
Okay, cool. I'm going to check it out.
Things. And so, yeah, please check it out. You'll hear more about, you know, since we took a little break last week, we never did get a chance to just really quickly talk about the Grammys and talk about what we thought about J-Lo's performance, because I keep seeing, even now, it's been over a week, and, you know, Essence brought it all up again yesterday. I saw on Facebook, and people were like, why are you still bringing that up about J-Lo? We're so upset and so this and so that. It was not received well. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, so.
Well, you know,
what did you think of her performing the Motown tribute?
You know, it was average. I'm not going to say that she got up there and messed up or anything, but it was average. And
she didn't mess up. That was the compliment. I like that. She didn't mess up.
Right. She did. Yeah, she didn't mess up. And you know, and it was average. And but it was not. Shall I say cultural? You know what I'm saying? Because
it wasn't appropriate to you. You didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't cultural.
It was a nice show, but it was not appropriate.
Yeah, it was a nice showing. I mean, you know, J-Lo, she's a pro. I mean, she's been out, you know, a long time now, so she knows how to get up there and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And make it pop, because you know she's a professional, you know, in the business. And hey, you know, another thing too, she still looks great. But
she does.
Yeah, but it was just, you know, it was just a safe, average performance. I think a reason why a lot of people didn't think that she would be the one for Motown, because let's just go ahead and say it. She's not black.
Let's just go ahead.
I mean, you know, I'm tired of.
You said let's just get it out there.
Let's just get it out there.
We kept dancing around it.
Exactly. I mean, let's just get it out there. She's not black. I mean, and that's the reason why everybody was mad, because they felt like somebody should, you know, have done it, should be black. You know, hey, well, the first, I guess one of the first black record labels.
White, it should have been whatever color and soulful. Yeah. Yeah, you know,
No, we would look for somebody black. I would look for somebody black, okay?
You said, let's just put it out there. Okay, like if Bruno Mars would have been one of the people, and you know how he could maybe sound a little Sam Cookish or something, I think you would have had as much of a problem if there was more a soulful person, you know what I mean? Or I think we wouldn't have had as much. I didn't have a problem, but I think it would have been better if she would have been one of several versus
right,
just her,
instead of hosting the whole, give the whole thing to J-Lo.
She should have had the whole thing on her. She should have had one little fun part, like at the beginning, where she was kind of looking like in a girls group, and then she necked it off, and she had on her little, you know, bodysuit. She was thicker than I thought. On all the pictures, J-Lo looks like she had gotten thin, but she was thick.
Yeah, you know that J-Lo booty, man, something else. Yeah.
She still got it, but if we would have left it at that, and then we would have moved on to like Fantasia or Let It See, or you know,
I mean, any other black artist, you know, you got Jennifer Hudson, you got what's that girl name? She's a good singer too. Can't think of her name. The girl that busts the windows out the car. That song that I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah. Not Melanie Fiona. What was her name? I can't think of her name, but yeah, she's good. Any of them. I think if they would have been black and soulful, I think that people would have. I think J-Lo would have been great to show that Motown is not just about black people. Had it been a lot of people,
right? Jasmine Sullivan, that's her name. Jasmine Sullivan. You know, just some of today's.
That's it, Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes,
it
some
would
of
have
today's.
just been like I said, just several people.
Yeah.
And then she would have just been one of them, and that would have been nobody would. I don't know that people would have been like, "What the hell was J-Lo doing there?" It would have just been kind of like, "Okay, that's nice. This is you know for everybody."
It's kind of like slipping something in and then sleeping it out. You know, to say, "Okay, you know." But who knows? You know, I'm gonna throw some salt here. You know, let's say the Grammys. You know, they're planning the show because I know you put on Facebook that hey. Because I was watching and you was watching and we were all on Facebook at the same time. And you said, hey, whoever put the Grammys together, they need to fire them. So let's go back to them putting the Grammys together and them talking to J-Lo. Well, look here, J-Lo, we just want you to, we just want you to do one song and then, we'll fade. Well, if I can't do the whole thing, I won't do nothing.
You think she took a diva approach, and you think that's? I don't think that. I think it was somebody's brilliant idea that she would kind of be over it. I don't really know how that went, but I don't think that she had the right to demand that. But I do think they did come to her. Yeah. And one thing I like about J-Lo, she knew she was going to take a lot of flack. Like I saw people saying, "Why didn't she turn it down?" She didn't turn it down because she is what I hope to be one day.
It's an opportunity.
Completely fearless.
Yeah, it's an opportunity.
Completely fearless. You're like, you know what? It's an opportunity. I'm going to do my thing to the best of my ability. Y'all ain't going to be able to say I didn't give it my all, regardless if you didn't like me or not. Y'all going to be talking about me. And then that's all. And have we not learned that's the name of the game? You all will be talking about me is the name of the game.
Hey, if they're talking about you, your stock goes up. I mean, simple as that.
That is right. I mean, it's all about, are you still talking about me? But like I said, they did, whoever did, I don't know if it was the production or the direction, but there were so many times where Alicia Keys didn't know, and I'm not going to blame Alicia Keys.
Yeah, she didn't know her cue. Yeah.
She didn't know her cue. She didn't know where to stand. I saw camera people running. She walked in front of them.
I love
they ran
Alicia
behind
Keys.
her. Somebody almost came on stage from behind stage, and he's like, oh,
now I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Alicia Keys, she's a sweetheart, and I love her. She's sexy, and she's beautiful. She's all those things. But Alicia Keys, but Alicia Keys, Kia. Now, we have to, Alicia Keys is kind of dingy, okay? And I think that's the reason why she didn't get accused.
Okay, so you're blaming Alicia Keys for not knowing more than
but
I'm trying
Kia,
to blame the Grammy.
Kia.
Well, you're right.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those? They're very beautiful girls. I mean, they're very pretty, and they got everything that they need. But they just got that little dingy side to them, and that's what Alicia Keys has.
She did kind of act like. I mean, you could watch her read, and she was stumble, and then it was like, oops, I didn't know I was supposed to do this. And like one time she carried on the whole conversation with somebody and then realized they were on. I mean, I'm like, what the hell? At the end, it's almost like she was high at one point, and like, how all hell has broken loose behind you, and you're just like, she was like, oh well, ha. She seemed completely unbothered. She did not seem flustered.
No, she had a good time. Kia, when you're high, I mean, you just don't care. I mean, you're having a great time, somebody could cuss you out, when you're high, and you be smiling. Yeah, I am, man. I sure am an MF, ain't I? Just be laughing, I
don't know. I've never smoked
weed before,
but I've had an edible.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's the same type, but of high. But all I wanted to do was, not all I wanted to do. All I did was go to sleep. I didn't get any of that from it. Well, no, maybe I did get a little silly. But you're right. I think it does take the
when you smoke some weed,
things.
man. I mean, sometimes, you're just high and you're happy, and it just doesn't make a difference.
And
it
she
don't
smokes
matter.
weed.
Yeah.
Her and her husband look like they smoke plenty of weed.
Oh yeah,
her
and sweet biz, they burning, baby. But I mean, they're a very successful couple, and this is what I do want to say about Alicia Keys, to give her, a compliment about Swiss Beats. If Swiss Beats had not married her, he wouldn't be as big as he was when he was producing like DMX and all the Rough Rider artists.
Oh, I don't know. I like Stiff Beats. I felt like he's done less but I do like he's come back out with that Lil Wayne song. What the no. 5, 4,
Well,
3,
I'm just
2,
saying.
I let one go. Yeah, I don't even know the words, but that's all I know. But it sounds it's such a typical.
But I mean, it's not just producing. When he married her, he's doing so many stuff. I mean, from clothing lines to producing to all kinds of business deals. Man,
he's
it's like
looking. I wonder how that kid look. He's funny looking. One thing I do like about Alicia Keys was she embraced her small boobs. I think that's so great when women with small boobs wear those type of like low plunging necklines.
Yes,
like,
indeed.
Look, I have no boobies and I want to show that off. I think that's cool. I like that. So.
Exactly.
And she didn't wear any makeup. Okay, no, let me clarify. She looks like she didn't wear makeup, but she had on makeup to make it look like she didn't have on makeup. She had on makeup to have a natural look. So, and then they had something else about her having a $480 beauty regimen to look like nothing. So, but if y'all remember, Alicia Keys used to have bad skin, and she did those Proactive commercials.
Oh yeah,
and
it's beautiful. I tell you what, the highlight of the evening though is when she had both pianos. And she was going from piano to piano.
Cool.
Yeah, that was super.
Cool.
That just goes to show you the talent, Yeah.
She had to let us know that she could do stuff, and that we couldn't play one, and that butt was playing two of them. But was that really hard when I started thinking about it? Because I always wondered how, like, a piano player can do something on one hand and then something else on the right hand. So it was kind of like the left hand and the right hand. So it was kind of like that. Whatever it was, I don't even know how.
It was so cool, though. I mean, it was so cool. I remember when she first came out. When she first came out was the early 2000s, like right at 2000. When she came out with her first CD, she came to a club. I was not there, but I mean, they just had a piano for her, and she played the piano. I think for maybe 20, 30 minutes, boom. 20.
Well, she's supposed to be like some sort of child prodigy, like with the piano and her music, her whole musicality and writing music.
But check this out.
Her ear, she's supposed to have,
It wasn't a concert at an arena. It was a club, and boom, she played the piano for just a few minutes. 20 G's they paid her. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, shoot, I can play the recorder. How much that go for? I can play for a little bit.
You get a couple of $100 and maybe some,
and some hot wings.
Yeah, some hot wings. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but Alicia Keys did her thing, and I'm starting to have more and more. I look up to people for just trying, do something new, try it. So
yeah, I think
I'm proud of her.
Overall, she did a fantastic job, and and she's now you say she but she she kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? She kind of cute and dingy.
She ain't ugly. The girl, I don't know. I was more impressed with Cardi B. I was excited for her.
Cardi B.
And it was her big night, and she was just genuinely happy. And it pissed me off that people said later or keep saying that they don't feel she deserves her award or her recognition, because I feel like she, worked her butt off for it and did her thing, and
Well, it was just people have to understand.
Time. Everybody just wants to hate.
People have to understand it's just Cardi B's time, and when it's your time, you're going to get your just due. You know what I'm saying?
And then nobody, what God has in store for you, preach.
It is for you. What God has for you is for you.
For you.
And I commend Offset, the Migos, for being there for her, for walking her through it. And that's what a good hubby's supposed to do, even if he does cheat.
Right. And they look high too. Well, he did.
But did you see the part where she was doing her speech and she was like, and she said, y'all know what I've been through. This nigga over here cheating on me, but we still together.
Yeah, baby, we remember. Even if you act like you don't, that's why you can't tell everybody your business, because we definitely remember all that.
And he's sitting there so innocent, like
I know. What do you do? You just stand there and look supportive and just
there you go.
Cook your ass back. But you know who else God has something in store for, Greg Peters? Let me tell you, it's Mariah Carey.
Okay.
So, our girl Mariah Carey just got a settlement of somewhere between $5 to $10 million for the ex-billionaire fiance for wasting her time. So you remember when she was? Yes, you remember when she was dating that the rich white guy? He was like a billionaire from Australia or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got into some big argument when they were on the coast of somewhere in Greece. and then they broke up. But Mariah didn't find out that the complete engagement was off until he announced it somewhere and said it was a big mistake. So then she realized it, and then he wanted back his $10 million ring that's 35 carats.
Wow.
So she went and did what any woman with, in her right mind would do after all of that, and she took him to court for basically wasting her time. She said that she uprooted her life from L.A. to New York City to be with him, and that there was another incident that happened between them, and she had to cancel some tour dates, which was losing money. And because of her inconvenience, Mariah Carey won the settlement and got somewhere between $5 and $10 million. And I think that is just wonderful.
Well, that's in the law books. I mean, that's in the law books. I mean, and you don't have to be Mariah Carey or $10 million, I just want to use this. And Corey, hey, man, I'm just using a scenario here. If Corey would have said, hey, I don't know, months into it, to say, hey, you know what? Kia, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. We shouldn't do it. You could have taken Corey to court, and he would have had to pay, you something, whatever, his net worth was.
$300 or something that he had
because you can do. I found that out a long time ago, Kia. That if a man asks a woman to marry him, you know what I'm saying, and they get the thing going, and he gives a little ring or whatnot, and they, and they make it official, and then all of a sudden he changed his mind. She can take him to any court in the United States of America, and sue him. Now, for whatever it's worth or his net worth or whatever. Yeah, that's legal. I found that out in my 20s, and I said, well, you know what? I ain't gonna play that game. You know what I mean?
Hey, more men need to find it out. So, congratulations, Mariah. You got
That's
a
right.
few more dollars. Not
Man.
like she needed it, but hey, I think it was the principle of the thing. And so
it's the principle. It's the principle. And hey, when a man, that's why I tell men all the time, if you say that you're going to marry her, and y'all, and then there's some guys who have backed up and the lady let them slide. But in the court of law, it is legal to sue him if he goes back on,
Well, and you can prove that you've actually spent a lot of money chasing a dream that he had no intention
or time
of.
Or time, yeah.
So that's good to know, and I'll have to remember that and keep that in my back pocket.
There you go.
Also, let's talk about your boy R. Kelly. Now, this story is weird. It has not been getting a lot of
not really a lot.
It hasn't been getting a lot of airplay like I thought it would have, or a lot of Facebook time or Twitter time.
Right.
But R. Kelly. Let's start with, you remember Stormy Daniels?
I do.
Who had screwed, your president.
Right.
And she was a little porn star. Okay, well, her lawyer, who now takes all these type of cases, Michael Avenatti, is representing one of R. Kelly's former associates turned whistleblower now.
Yeah. He
worked with R. Kelly for years and years and years. And I guess on the heels of, what was the name of the show? Surviving R. Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly, right.
So after he watched it, I guess he, I think, how it's like something, but when you see it all together, it's overwhelming and you decide to do something. Well, it sounds like that's what this guy did.
Exactly.
And so he had access to or found them some kind of way, some of these VHS videotapes. And he turned them into Michael Avenatti, who is working for free, pro bono,
right now
against R. Kelly, which is smart.
Yeah.
It's all about publicity.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's just about putting your name out there, because why do we already know who Michael Avenatti is? Because he's done so much other stuff. So this, last week they announced the first tape. Now, that first tape was supposed to be another 14-year-old girl. Now, neither of these are the 2008 tapes.
Okay.
That tape that came out where,
the one that was out in the street.
Yeah, the one that was out in the street, the one where he said it wasn't me, but it obviously was him, but he got off and he got acquitted. This is a different tape. This is a different girl. She's 14 years old.
Okay.
Some of the same things happened. She had to call him daddy. We learned from watching the story that's pretty standard.
Right.
You
Call
have
me
to do
daddy.
that. He asked the girl to urinate, and after she did, he peed on her. So that peeing.
Well, actually, they peed on each other, from what they say. They peed on each other. Yeah.
Okay,
they traded
so I didn't know if they peed on each other. I knew that he asked the girl to urinate. I don't know if he told her to urinate in a bucket So, okay, so he got off on her peeing on him, and he peed on her. And no wonder, remember when we watched Surviving R. Kelly, all the girls would kind of break down when they talked about sex with him. Right. Nobody ever said sex with him was the bomb. No, everybody was like, oh my God, it was the most disgusting horrible. I mean, they just made it sound horrible. And so here we go again. And now, this week, Michael Avenatti from The Whistleblower has come up with another VHS tape with another girl who's also underage. And we know that the first girl from that the tape was discovered last week. We know she's underage because she kept referring to herself as, like, you want some of this 14-year-old PUSSY, you want some of this 14-year-old this, you love my 14-year-old body. I don't know why she kept saying that part, but hey, that's going to be the nail in the coffin.
Right. Yeah, that reeled him right on in.
Moles and certain things on him this time. And, you know, I guess, I don't know, maybe it'll be a better quality and there is no denying it, but it looks like your boy is going down, so we will see.
Well, yeah, they say that they have turned this tape into some type of grand jury. Yeah, something like that. So looks like in the coming days or coming weeks or maybe months or whatever the case may be, they're trying to build something up on him. Now R. Kelly lawyer says, hey, we haven't received anything like this, but I'm pretty sure he has received it now, and they're very well aware of this thing.
Right, but according to him, like, you're right, nothing to see here. We haven't seen anything. We haven't heard anything. There is no tape. Nothing ever happened. Yes.
Now, this is what I think will happen.
Like a choir boy.
This is what I think will happen because it's very quiet, on social media. Plus, people are just really tired of, R. Kelly right now. People are tired of it. So this is what I think that'll happen with this. Can you say payoff? I believe that he's going to come up with another big lump sum, maybe a couple of million or something, and say, hey, can we just, whoever she is on the video, can we just pay off and make it, go away? And I think that they'll probably do that because we're tired of it. I mean, I know I am.
We are tired of it, but a lot of people are ready for him to go down. But it's funny you say about the payoff. Listen to this. In addition to all his sex-related crimes, he is also being sought after for systematic witness intimidation, evidence tampering. They're getting him on physical threats, payments to witnesses, basically how he rigged the trial. So they're saying they have evidence of all of this. So they're going this time for more than just.
I mean, it may go on, but at this particular time, it just seems like social media and everything, it's just watered down because nobody really cares about it right now. It's just not hot anymore.
Or we don't believe it. It's almost like he's untouchable, and until we get some real something, everybody, it's like you're not going to get get all excited and worked up.
Now he's
we've been through this before too many times.
Now he's been touring over in Germany, and the shows have been selling out hellaciously. However,
isn't that crazy how he feels up to touring? Like most people, when you're going through this, you're sad, you're in the dumps, you're depressed.
And shoot, that
kind of energized.
Yeah, well, he loves doing what he does, and plus he needs the money because he's going to have to pay some more people off to get him out of this one.
There is that. Yes, there is. Plus, he needs the money.
Exactly, he needs the money.
But plus, some people like Donald Trump, like R. Kelly. And when they're faced with things like this, they just don't go and hide. Some people
they keep on going.
Hold their head up high and keep on moving. So, hey, I guess he's just one of those
people.
I
believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Last but not least, where do we start with Jussie? Greg, I know you're disappointed with all this.
Well, no, the thing is, I don't understand it, but you're going to bring some understanding to it right now. And of course, you've done 2 previously entertainment reports on it. So this is just I call this the Jussie update. Go right ahead. Yeah, so go right ahead. Okay,
everybody, pretty soon we're going to get tired of this story, but we're not yet.
Yeah, I mean, not yet, but it's almost coming.
But I've never seen a story with more twists, turns. It's like an emotional roller coaster. Since we last spoke, since this has taken so many twists and turns, Jussie Smollett went on Good Morning America and talked with Robin Roberts, and it was so convincing. He's such a good actor. He deserves all the awards for acting.
Most definitely. I mean, he's talented.
He was so passionate. And my favorite part, Greg, was when he talked about how he fought the F back. He just went and fucked them up. And he was just, that's very important to him, if you've noticed. He wants
It's very important to him.
What did he say? He said he ain't no punk.
He ain't no punk. He is the gay Tupac. Yes.
He is, but he's not. But he wants you to know that he ain't no,
he ain't no punk.
He's a gay Tupac.
He ain't no punk.
He ain't no punk. He ain't that kind of punk.
Now, I want to say this. I want to say this before you continue on. What Jussie is going to do, and I was thinking about, you and me, and the previous reports. What Jussie is going to do, and you got to agree with me on this, and you probably will. He's going to send out a message to the LBGTQ community that, hey, look, we ain't no punks, and you're going to have the LBG community fighting people, man, you know what I'm saying, and having bar fights, street fights,
We're going to have to fight all of them, and Caitlyn Jenner's coming out, and all of them.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. I think this is going to turn into, it's funny you said that, I think this is going to turn into a big he say, she say, and it's like, if you don't believe him, he's been treating it already like if you don't believe him, then you don't care about blacks or gays, and you don't care about how they're treated. So I don't think that my prediction, since I've been right about everything else, let me continue, is that it's going to be pretty much inconclusive. He's going to be found guilty in the court of public opinion, like he already is, because it looks bad at this point for him. But I don't think it's going to be where the Chicago police definitively have proof that he did do it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it looks like he did it, but they have to somehow have proof that he did it. And I think it's going to come down to, it just looks like he did it. And so it's going to be, him still saying he didn't do it and swearing up and down and all this other kind of stuff.
It'll just drag on out. Yeah, I think it'll drag out.
And then, and those who care about him will continue to take up for him, and other people will.
Now, what's up with these African guys? Because they're saying he paid 2 African guys $8,000 to jump on him, whatever.
Well, so he paid 2. Okay, let's go back. So Jussie's original story was 2 white guys beat him up, and they yelled. They said all sorts of racial and homophobic slurs, and put a noose around his neck, threw bleach on him, and said, "This is MAGA country." Okay, so when the police traced the evidence to the only 2 people out at 2 a.m. in negative 20 degrees in all of Chicago in that neighborhood, when he found those 2 people, turned out they weren't white at all. This is odd. They were 2 Nigerian brothers. These are Americans, but they were found going back, like they say, home to Nigeria, like home country, but these are actually African Americans. They live here now. These 2 brothers are extras on the show, supposed to be, I don't know, like friends with Jussie, but they're on the show, and they're like, cool. Okay, but here's what they are saying. Now, he paid them $3,500. Obviously, he should have paid them more, because they're singing like a bird and they're telling everything. So this is the thing. You remember when Jussie claimed he got that letter? Jussie actually did get a letter sent to Fox in the mail. And the letter, it had all this, like, I forgot, some kind of racial and homophobic slur inside, to him, and it was written in, like, how you cut out magazine letters and all that stuff. Okay, well, that had no impact. So, like, nobody was like, oh my God, this is happening. Let's, everybody's against us because we're black and gay. None of that happened. It was just kind of swept under the rug. And the return address had no return address. It just, in red letters, said MAGA. So, MAGA. Okay, so after the letter had no impact, he hired these brothers. The brothers claimed that they did a practice run the day before, like they practiced. Okay, you're going to jump out here and jump on me and beat me up. Well, come on now. This thing was carefully choreographed, Greg. You have to get it right now. You're going to put this around my neck and you're going to beat me up. So they had a little run through the day before they practiced.
And use Clorox now, because I don't use that no-name bleach.
I don't use that crap. I want real close, but don't get it on my pretty face.
Exactly.
Because remember, none of it was on his face. Let's see. Now they have found that the friends of Jussie Smollett, these African guys, were also big anti-Trump guys, and they had also tweeted all this big anti-Trump stuff, just like Jussie Smollett had. He has been very harsh on Twitter prior to all of this with Trump and calling them names and MFers and all this other kind of stuff. So he's super anti-Trump. Okay, so when the police went to the Nigerian brothers' home, now this was funny to me. So they found bleach, and I was like, Corey, they found bleach. And Corey was like, Kia, they find bleach in our house. They find bleach in
they would find
house.
some bleach here at my house.
I said, okay, I'll calm down. You know, in my mind, that meant they would have won.
Well, that means that their socks should be white and the drawers too.
Right, their socks should be white. Can you believe this? They found bleach in their house. Okay, but they found bleach. And they found a magazine. That's all they said was a magazine. So I'm assuming it's a magazine with some letters cut out of it. Okay. They also found a receipt that took them back to where the rope was bought.
Oh, wow.
At the exact place. Yeah.
Okay.
And they found...
The police did their homework. They did their homework.
Yeah, they did their homework. They had 12 people working on this day and night, like following up every strand of everything. They they found receipts of where they bought the 2 red plain hats. They didn't say MAGA. They were just 2 red plain hats at a certain store in Chicago. And so, like I said, the brothers are saying everything. Yes, he paid us to do this. It was supposed to be this, that, this, and that. Jussie saying all of this is a complete and utter fabrication. Now, people are saying, let's go back to the roller coaster. So initially, we had reported that it happened, and people were feeling sorry for Jussie. I didn't buy the story. Then it was getting, more and more heat. And then after that, he went on Good Morning America that same day. Is when that story initially leaked about the police were starting not to believe Jussie, and it turns out that wasn't true. But then the next day, I guess it was true, because they came out and said, okay, now we really do have the evidence to say we don't really believe him, and this is why. So it's been a mess. But originally people were saying it was because his character was being cut from Empire, and so he wanted to, create some drama to get himself back. Whatever. Mm-hmm. And people in the Fox News quickly got on Twitter and said, absolutely not. We love Jussie, and his character's not being cut, and blah, 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 blah. But get this. As of today, because they're filming right now. They're filming the show right now. He had 9 scenes, and they did cut him to 4 scenes and cut out one of his performances that he was supposed to do, because, they're kind of starting to disassociate themselves from Jussie. So I'll just say this. It's not looking good, and I have some gay Facebook friends, some black guys.
Lee Daniels is gay, so it looked like he would be supporting this real good, but maybe it's not good for publicity. No.
Like they're devastated. The black gay community is devastated, because they needed this to be true to bring, if this happens,
to bring awareness.
To bring real awareness to a real problem that they're facing.
Exactly.
Now that's completely discrediting them, and nobody's going to believe in them. Jussie's the boy who cried wolf. Exactly. So now, if you're an actual black gay guy, this is the last thing you wanted was a lie. Now who's going to take you seriously? So, no, they're devastated, because he just set their movement back. He set the movement back, 10 years.
Looked like to me, Jussie is messing with his money, because, he is one of the premier actors on Empire, and the LGBTQ community loves him.
Of course he's messing with his money. This is not going to help him in any way. Let's talk about how he's messing with his money.
Okay.
In closing, he's facing prison time if this is proven to be a lie. Remember, he's facing 1 to 3 years for falsifying a police report. If he with that letter, sending a letter and saying that it's a substance like that, that's 3 years of mail fraud and sending that. And I'm sure there's some more stuff and you would have to pay back the police. There'd be fines to pay back all their time that they wasted.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They ran a whole bunch of stuff so he's looking at up to 6 years in jail.
Damn.
Up to 6 years.
Damn.
Jail, you cannot lie about that, and I think it's supposed to be more because it's a hate crime. When you lie about a hate crime, because remember this was supposed to be based on race and gender, sexual orientation, and they treated it as a hate crime. And when you lie about that, it's more than just the 1 to 3 years.
It's serious.
He really messed up. If this is a lie and Jussie made all of this up, he has ruined his career and he is going to jail.
Oh, wow, man. It looked like, he'll probably be in jail before R. Kelly can get in there. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You're right. R. Kelly gonna still be on tour, but Jussie
be locked. Oh wow, that'd be crazy, man. And of course, the internet, always, wins. They have a picture. They have a picture of Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall from Coming to America. He's got a thing of bleach in his hand, and the rope. Yeah, and also they have a picture of Jussie in the Bronco, the OJ Bronco and the police after him.
I saw that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they have created so many memes, and the sad part is they are so funny. One of them is with like, so what are you lying about today, or something with Jussie's face on it. And he's a cutie. I never realized how cute he was because he just didn't seem cute before. But it makes me sad that. This is how it's going to end for him. I really feel bad for him because even though I know he lied and he made all this up, I just still feel bad.
You know why I feel bad for him, Kia? Because regardless of the boy can sing, and I heard some cuts on Empire, some single cuts. I guess you would have to go to iTunes or whatever to get it. I mean, the boy got some nice little grooves, and some nice little stuff. Yeah,
he's a great singer. Yeah. And he's a good dancer. And good little actor. We learned that.
Yeah, and the sad part is about. He just wanted some attention, but I mean, that's why, he should have done something else that was, of legal standards, to get the attention. He
wanted attention, but most importantly, in my opinion, this was all about, pushing the agenda, the gay agenda, bringing more attention to being a black gay guy. He kept saying that now is the time to be black and gay. This is what makes it look bad. He did on his own. He did a false anti-Trump cry, and and pushing the black gay agenda. And this is what happened.
That's what happened.
Trump had nothing to do with it. His people had nothing to do with it. And that's why it just looks like a big flop. So, Jussie.
Oh, Jussie.
We'll see.
Jussie.
Now that's just a terrible name. Jussie. The hell.
Yeah, it rhymes with another word that I can't say on the air. But anyway. But you know what? There's gonna be a day when I'm gonna be able to say that on our show. I'll let you know when, Kia. I'll let you know when, honey, okay?
All right.
She is Kia Robinson on Facebook. Check out her blogs, man. She's always talking about something, and definitely she's got everybody, going back and forth on Facebook. Kia Robinson on Facebook. Also, on Instagram, as everybody say, IG. Check out the various model pictures that she have on Instagram. And this show definitely will be on YouTube, The Playground with Kia Robinson on YouTube. Thank you so much, Kia.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break with Greg Peters to talk to me on AM 1380, WLRM Blues, Southern Soul, and more. Check us out on TuneIn Radio, where you can listen clear and better. Search WLRM. Also at streamer.com, search WLRM. You also can download that on your phone as well, and the several apps that we are on, and on our website at blues1380.com. I'll be right back.